monster snowstorm is slamming the Northeast.
We are talking heavy snow, bone-chilling winds sweeping through from the Carolinas all the way up to Maine. We have live team coverage. CBS 2's Kenneth Craig is live for us in Boston. Cara Finstrom is at LAX with how the storm is affecting flights. We begin with a very cold Kenneth.
Well, good morning to you. I can tell you conditions here in Boston have changed over the last couple of hours, and really they have changed pretty dramatically. You can see the snow is coming down, the wind has picked up, and this is really only expected to get worse. Plows tried to stay ahead of the snow along the Jersey Shore Thursday morning, but not fast enough for some drivers.
I'm stuck. I can't get to work.
The winter storm that's being called a bomb cyclone with snow, ice, and strong winds spans nearly the entire length of the eastern seaboard.
Hold up. All right.
Overnight in Norfolk, Virginia, the whiteout conditions trapped a police car on Interstate 264. Others got on the ground to dig their cars out. Boston and other parts of New England should get the brunt of it. Forecasters expect a foot to a foot and a half of snow with winds up to 75 miles per hour. It's not just the wind here in Boston that forecasters are concerned about, but how quickly this snow could be coming down, upwards of 3 inches per hour.
We always get a couple blizzards a year, so we're kind of expecting it.
This is nothing. If a New England person is crying about this, they need to go back to Arkansas or Mississippi.
Southerners had a different reaction to the storm Wednesday.
This is crazy.
Drivers in Savannah, Georgia had to clear off their cars.
I don't really even know how to drive on the road like this in this type of weather.
And Tallahassee, Florida saw snow Wednesday for the first time in 28 years. But even when the snow stops falling, there's no relief. Single-digit temperatures return to the Northeast. And despite the conditions right now and what is expected over the last couple of hours, there is not a travel ban in place in the city of Boston, at least not right now. So that means people can be out on the roads. The subways are running. The buses are also going, although nothing's going very quickly at this point, guys.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Kenneth, with storms usually comes wind. Is wind a problem?
Wind is a major problem and a concern over the next couple of hours. Here in the city of Boston, we have seen gusts 40 and 50 miles an hour. And then we're talking about the coast down to Cape Cod. They have seen gusts up to 70 miles an hour. So we're talking about hurricane force winds. Combine that with the snow and the temperatures, really a messy situation.
Yeah, that's why they call it the bomb cyclone. All right, Kenneth, be safe out there. In the meantime, CBS 2's Cara Finstrom continues our team coverage, and she is live at LAX. Cara?
Yeah, dozens of delays, Cara.
Yeah. Well, Sharon, Jeff, some folks here in sunny LA also dealing with the effects of that snowstorm. Take a look. This is a crowd inside the United Terminal. We spoke with folks here who hope to be en route by now, but instead are stuck here with us.
They said they don't know the weather.
The Woos are frustrated. They got an alert their flight to Newark was canceled after they were on their way to LAX.
We actually arrived at the airport, and that's when we got the alerts. And only my dad received it. I had to go on to the United website to actually check.
The snowstorm blasting the East Coast is causing headaches for travelers heading to and from Boston, JFK, and Newark. LAX says at least 25 arriving and 14 departing flights to those airports have been canceled, with at least 9 other flights delayed. These college students heading to Israel will be joining their classmates a little late.
They're not being too helpful with scheduling around our flights. So
a lot of us are from the Bay Area, so we all came from the Bay Area down here to catch this flight, and we're just going straight back up tomorrow probably. So
and flying out of there.
Yeah.
This morning, LAX tweeted about snowstorm cancellations, encouraging anyone heading to the East Coast today to check with their airline. A spokesperson also tells us cancellations and delays could continue through tomorrow. The Woos are encouraging fellow travelers to be proactive and check on those flights themselves.
They should have told us beforehand so we could have made better preparations.
Jeff, Sharon, there was one flight this morning canceled to Philly, but again, LAX stressing the 3 airports on the East Coast that are most affected by this, involving flights from LAX, are again Boston, Newark, and JFK.
Wow, when you hear JFK is closed, you know the weather is bad. That airport never closes.